Hello, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today's video is so exciting for me. I am finally getting around to filming my room tour of 2020. This has been requested a little bit, but I personally just want to upload it because I am so proud of the way my room looks currently. So I'm like, I need to upload one like ASAP. So basically this video is just me talking about everything that is in my room. I do just want to disclaim that I'm not bragging or any way, shape or form about my room and what I have. I'm very proud to have everything in my room, and every item I have is like really cherished to me, so I'm not like bragging or anything, but I do obviously want to show you my layout. I do have a couple videos of me decorating my room, so I'll leave the link down below. Speaking of links, I'm going to link down below everything I can find, like unit wise, like my bed and like my cube area, my mirrors, all that. I'll link down below if I can find them, but if I don't link anything and if you want to know where specific things are, just leave a comment, I'll get back to you. But without further ado, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to show you my room. So this is my room tour for 2020, and if you want to know what is in my room, just keep on watching. 2, 3, let's go! So I'm currently standing in the like far corner of my room, so this is just like an overview of what my room looks like. I am on like a massive tripod over here. Hello, if this is like annoying, I'm so sorry. But this is just an overview of what my room looks like. For me personally, I love the way it looks, so hopefully you guys do as well. But basically this is my door. Hello, over here. So I'm standing in the doorway pretty much. This is an overview. Again, sorry about the lighting, it's just because of the window, I'm sorry. But we're gonna start with what is here. So this is my little shoe cabinet. This is from Aldi. I don't think they sell them anymore, but I probably will bring them back, so just keep a lookout for them. Above this though, this is my little framed Shawn Mendes The Tour little poster thing. This is when I went on my 21st birthday with Annalisa. I had to frame it and like do the tour little badge thing because this was such a big thing for me, because I saw him in person, like I saw him in a Q&A session. My whole family bought this for my 20th birthday and I got to go on my actual 21st, so like this was like a prized possession for me. So I just framed it and put it above here. So moving down, these are like my biggest shoes that don't really fit in the unit, because with this unit you'll see you can't really fit that many shoes in. You have to like kind of Tetris it like to fit shoes in, so like it's a bit hard to get bigger shoes in. But I just have my white Doc Martens, my Skechers, these are like my running workout shoes, and then these are just some black booties from Kmart. Basically this is a 3-drawer shoe unit. Again, it's gonna be a bit hard to show you because you are on a tripod. There is 3 sections like I said, but this part is like a drawer, and this has all my longer socks. Like if I had to wear like my boots, my Doc Martens, they're like the longer socks that like go past your ankles and shit. I have some bed socks over here as well. This is honestly nothing extravagant, but I'm just obviously going to show you because it's part of my room. So that is that, and then moving down to the first unit. So this is my first little section of shoes. I feel like this is so weird showing you shoes, but I personally love shoes. I used to have like a massive collection, but like when we moved I decluttered a lot of them, so thank God for that. But as you can see, you can only really have 2 at the bottom and like 1 pair at the top, because if you put another pair it won't close. So really I only have like 3 pairs of shoes in each one. Of course I have to have my checkered Vans. These are my favorite things of all time. This was my first pair of Vans I bought, and I bought like every single other pair I have. So these are another pair of Vans. These are the black and white checkers. These are so cute. I need to wear them more often. And then these are just like white knockoff Air Force Ones. These are from Target, if anyone's wondering. I got these on sale and I literally wear them all the time. So they just slip in there, and then obviously you can just close it. Moving down to the second one, ignore this little corner over here. This goes on my door, but because my door is shut I had to put it on the floor, so ignore that. Thank you very much. So the second one is colourful. So I have my yellow and white checkered Vans. I don't wear these as often as the black and white ones. Then I have all of my Converse. So I have my red ones, my black one, and my yellow ones. So it does depend on the size of the shoe, because with the first one you can only really fit 2 up here, but because these are kind of smaller you can fit 3. So this is just the red version of the black and white checkered shoes I have. I have some heels down the bottom, so these are some red booties, some black heels, and my birthday heels that I wore for like 5 minutes. If you're at my party you understand. But basically this is the first area of my room. If you have noticed, majority of my furniture is white. I love the look of white furniture and everything like that. Moving along, in this little section here is my wardrobe, and then obviously there's some stuff here. This is just a washing basket with clothes I need to put away instead of putting on the floor, because every time I get laundry I always put it on the floor and I forget to put it away straight away because I'm like busy editing or doing something stupid. So I put it in the washing basket so I know I have to put it away. On top is just a pair of white boots from Fashion Nova and my Nikes. So this is just my wardrobe. It's nothing nothing special. I've done a bunch of clothing declutters on my channel before. I think I need to do another one because I have way too much shit. Then I have a bunch of knickknacks up here. That flower box is my 21st stuff. The Monsters Inc. one is just some random memories. I have a blanket that I use for winter because it's a lot more thicker than the one I have on my bed. And just a bits of knickknacks, like nothing too special. It's just like my storage area. And then down the bottom is pretty much worse. I have some more boots, some more Doc Martens, and these are clothes as well as my gym bag, but I don't know if I don't go to the gym anymore because they're shut. And there's some clothes that I have to like change up, like cut them or make them shorter or whatever. So I'll probably do a video on that. If you want me to do a video on that, let me know. But that is literally my wardrobe, nothing too special. Also on my wardrobe, I forgot to mention that I have my ticket. So I have wrestling, the grand final I got to go to, Shawn Mendes, 1975, Lewis Capaldi, and my One Direction. This was my first ever concert and I still have the ticket, which is literally crazy, from 2013. That is my little cupboard area. I'm in the mirror, hello, and this is my next little area. Basically, if you haven't already realized, I have a bunch of black and white photos on my wall. So this is my black and white photos on my wall. There's also some more on the other side, but I'll get to that. All I did to get these photos is literally find portrait photos and basically print it in black and white in an A4 with a border, and that's it. Like, this is literally straight from my printer, nothing special about it, and I just stuck them on. So this one over here is what I see every morning. So this is my family and my friends, and the one behind me, which you'll see in a second, is basically celebrities and stuff that don't know I exist but I love with all my heart. This is my mirror. This is from Target from a while back. I'm wearing my pajama bottoms. Let's look at them. Whoa. I'm not sure if I can find a link for this, but if I can find something similar, I'll link it down below. It does its job. It's not like 100% special. I just like to use it to see if I look good. Moving across, this is my little area. So this is my pride and joy. So these little cube things I've done a video on. I'll link it down below, like I said in the intro, but these are from Kmart. I'll leave these linked down below. They were about $25, I think, and I did get 2 of them. So this is one unit here. There's a gap in the middle, and then this is another. You've already seen this layout if you watched the video. Before I show you that, I'm going to show you my chest of drawers. So these chest of drawers are from IKEA. I basically have way too many clothes, so I had to buy a chest of drawers because I needed more space, obviously. This drawer here, again, if you've watched my declutter videos, you know what's in these. This drawer is like underwear, bras, socks, and like some belts. This one over here is all my gym stuff. This little walkway here is kind of small because I have like kind of a smaller room and my bed is a double, so just ignore the fact that it's a bit crammed, okay? This one below my underwear drawer is all my bodysuits. These are all my bodysuits. Let's not talk about it. And the one below this one is my 2-piece sets, which you can't really see because of the angle, but they're there. This one over here is all of my like t-shirts that aren't a bodysuit, and then the one below it is my dresses, which you won't be able to see. Oh, you kind of can, but they're my dresses. So that is my little IKEA 6 drawer unit. If I can find a link to it, I'll link it down below. Hello, me in the mirror. This is basically everything is from Kmart. The lights around it are from Kmart as well. I'll leave them linked down below. But basically this little unit is pretty much for more of my books because I have too many books now. You guys know I bought a lot of books in lockdown. If you watch my isolation haul, I'm pretty sure I bought at least 70 books in lockdown. But this is my little setup. I love this setup. I wake up every morning and look at it and I'm just so happy. I'm gonna start with this side over here. So up here we have the Joker pop vinyl. This is Heath Ledger's Joker, and obviously he's my favorite person ever, so that he's just sitting there. Now with this cube, so everything is books. If you haven't realized already, I think pretty much all of it is books. I'm just so excited to actually show you my books because like this is my pride and joy now, let's be honest. So this is the first cube I have. If you see tape over here, I'm just trying to tape down the lights, so if they're like coming off, I apologize. This is the first cube I have. The first book I have is Only Mostly Devastated. I have 13 Reasons Why. I have Perks of Being a Wallflower, and then I also have Zach and Mia as well. So this set over here is the Lena Story set by Chris Colfer, which obviously if you're a Glee fan, this is Kurt from Glee. I haven't read these yet, but they are like a fantasy series, so there is obviously 6 of them, and I bought these from BW a while back. Then I have American Assassin. This is Dylan O'Brien's cover because he's obviously in the movie and I love Dylan O'Brien. And then the next one I have is Stephen King's It. I actually got this from Corey, so cheers to my brother. And then the next one is like the tiniest book ever, but this is kind of weird. This is The Great Gatsby. This is my copy from high school, so like it's so banged up, like you can literally tell I ripped one of the pages in English and I had to tape it. So this is literally my copy from high school, but like I really did enjoy this novel. So basically that is the first cube of books that I have, so let's move on to the next one. one. So this is the next cube of books that I have. First of all, we have Grave Secrets by Kathy Reaches. We have The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks. I've had this for so many years. The next one we have is Everything Everything. This is 5 feet apart with the movie cover with obviously Cole Sprouse and Haley Lee Richardson. This is Call Me By Your Name. Again, the movie cover, but what can you do, you know? Then I have Before I Fall. Again, this is the movie cover. So this one is only happens in the movies. This is probably going to be my next read because I'm really excited to actually read this. So this is You Were Made For Me, and this is actually signed by the author, so I'm really excited about that. And this one is The Boy Who Steals Houses. The next one I have is The Flat Chair. I also have We Were Liars. This is Love Rosie. This is the movie cover. This is actually called Where Rainbows End. And the next two in my shelf is The Duff and The Hating Game. So that is everything in this cube, so let's move on to the next one. But this is the last cube in the straight threes, and then this one over here, which you can't really see yet, is the last cube in one of the unit. But basically this is the third one. So I have two of my Jennifer Niven books. I have All the Bright Places and Holding Up the Universe. Just chilling next to it I have Heath Ledger biography. It's not from him, obviously, it's just written by John McShane, but I did buy it from like a thrift store, I believe. So I just picked it up and I just put it in there because he's my favorite human in the world. So over here is more sets. So up the top I have two of my Gail Foreman books. Basically this is If I Stay and Where She Went, and then I have the Me Before You series. So I actually have Me Before You itself. Then I have After You. These are all by Jojo Myers, whatever. And then I have Still Me, which I haven't read yet, so I'm actually really excited. Down the bottom here we have my Maze Runner series. So obviously we have Maze Runner, Scorch Trials, Death Cure, Kill Order, and Fever Code. And that is everything in this cube here. So moving along, we have this one here, which is the last part of this unit itself. Basically this one has two collections, but first of all I just have my Megan Jane Designs book sleeve on top. All of these here are like my Disney spin-off collection, I guess. I have Once Upon a Dream, A Whole New World, As Old as Time, Let It Go, Reflection, First is Love, Mirror Mirror, and Part of Your World. But I haven't read these yet and I'm really excited to actually read them. And then over here is like my favorite series of all time. Everyone asks me what my favorite book series or my favorite books are, and I always say The 100 by Cass Morgan. These books are stunning. So this is the first one. Then I have Day 21. Then I have Homecoming. And then I also have the last one, which is called Rebellion. Basically, I prefer the books over the TV show because I used to love the TV show. Then it went to shit in the last season. So like I just prefer the books. If you're angry about season 7, you can always read the books because the books are so much better. Let's just say that, okay? This is the gap between both units. So basically I put all my vinyls here because this is literally the perfect fit for my vinyls. But I've just got Lewis, Billy, Luke Combs, Shawn Mendes, The Greatest Showman, Trixie Mattel. Then I just have a couple CDs down here, and then this is the cleaner for my record player. And then this one here is all my biographies. I didn't have that many biographies, so I added my poetry as well. So I have Keenan JC's biography here. I have Tyler Oakley's Binge. I have Embrace Yourself. I have Trixie and Katya's, which I haven't even read yet. I have The Rise of Delia by my friend Megan. From Megan's book, I have all of my poetry. I have my 3 poetry books from Atticus. I freaking love his poetry. So I have Love Her Wild, The Dark Between Stars, and I also have The Truth About Magic. Then I have both of Conan Franta's books. I also have Words of You. I have The Sun and Her Flowers and Milk and Honey. I also have Whiskey Words and A Shovel as well. Okay, so before I start over there with the other books, I do want to obviously show you what this is. This is my TV. The reason why I had a gap is because the TV is actually too big. That's why there's a gap in the middle, but it all worked out in the end. This TV is actually my grandmother's. I took it when she moved out of her house. But basically, I just have the TV remote here. I have some spare buttons for clothing down here, which you can't actually see, so thank God. I just have a Glen 20 just chilling back there. Now over there, the blue controller is my Xbox controller, and then I have my speaker as well. Let's move on to the last 3 cubes in this whole unit. Okay, so before I say anything, this angle is really bad, but this is just my Xbox. But moving down, this is the first cube in this unit. Basically, this is just a little plant that is from Kmart. Then I have my little 11 pop vinyl, and then below that I have all of my Xbox One games, because obviously I wanted to put the Xbox games near the Xbox. It'd be a bit weird if it wasn't. So as you can clearly tell, I really only play Lego because I really enjoy Lego games. I enjoy playing Lego games. I don't know why or what it is, but I really enjoy them. So that's all the games I have. But again, if I want to play more games, I can go to our actual game collection where Corey and Dad keeps theirs and just use their copy. But these are actually my copies. Then moving over here, I have 3 books just to like fill up the gaps. The first book I have in this little cube is The Thornbirds. Mum actually really recommended me to read this. I haven't read it yet. Sorry, Mum. The next one I have is The Hate You Give. If you watched my vlogs, I'm pretty sure Mum gave me this one as well. She didn't want it, so she gave me it, and I'm really excited to read this one. And then this beautiful copy of Anne of Green Gables. I got this for Christmas one year, and I'm really excited to read it. So that is the first cube in this little area. So now moving down. Basically, the first 2 things I have are my Sam and Dean pop vinyls from Supernatural, and then these are all books. So the first one I have on here is The binding is red, white and royal blue. The next one I have is A Song Below Water. This cover is literally gorgeous. The next one I have is the lucky one. Oh, look at that glare, sorry. We have the Tattooist of Art Switch. I have In 5 Years, and I also have The Minute I Saw You. So that is it for this little cube here. Then I'm going to move down and show you guys the last cube in this entire unit. Then we can move on to the rest of the room. So basically I have two of my Baymaxes. I have the Noah Baymax pop vinyl and this Baymax in his suit. So Lexi bought this one for my birthday and I'm just like so in love with it. So these are all my Alice Oseman books. So I have the Heartstopper series here. So I have 1, 2 and 3 like I said, and I'm just so excited to actually read these. These are graphic novels. I have Nick and Charlie, which is a follow-up of the Heartstopper series. I have Solitaire, Radio Silence, I Was Born for This, and then I also have Loveless. That is the last cube of this whole entire unit. Let's move on to the next little corner. So let's move on. Basically this is the next corner. So right here is what I just showed you pretty much. So basically the window is right there in that corner. This is basically an overview of my favorite little area. I'm literally obsessed. This little area is like my bedside table. Basically this little table here is from Kmart. I'll leave a link down below. There is stuff in these drawers, but you can't really get to it because this frame's there. But all that's in it is like phone cases and like all my technology stuff. But up here is just this little unit, and all I have is like 2 nail polishes, a lip gloss, all of my Megan Jane Design scrunchies, and then this box is for my ring because again I don't like to sleep with my ring on. On the actual table itself I just have my tripod, my phone, and then this is just a charger with my AirPods on it. But that's my little bedside table just chilling, okay? Right next to my bedside table, so that's what I just showed you. Right next to it I have my little sign. This sign is from Kmart. Basically mine just says sometimes the reason good things aren't happening to you is because you are the good thing that needs to happen to other people. And then right next to it I have my bin. Moving up really quickly is my little posters. The top one I have is 10 Things I Hate About You, and this one is the Umbrella Academy #2. These posters are from Redbubble. I'll leave the link down below, and the frames are from Kmart. Again, I'll leave a link down below. But that is that little area. So let's start on the bookshelf now. So this is an overview of my bookshelf. There's nothing really special, but for me, I freaking love my bookshelf. Basically the ivory is from Kmart. Again, the lighting is so bad because the window is literally right there, so I apologize. I'll try and block it off. But up the top I have my pop vinyl collection that is in cases because I like to keep some outside the case and also in the cases. And then that little thingy over there is what Annalisa bought me for my 21st birthday. And that little rose is the rose that I got from Sean's concert as well. Moving on to the first shelf. So before I say anything, this shelving unit, I have no idea where it's from, but you can definitely find very similar bookshelves online. A lot of people that do booktube and stuff like that do the Billy cases from IKEA, so I'll leave the link down below because I think eventually I'll be getting a Billy bookcase. Going on to the books. So basically over here I just have the 11 pop vinyl that is levitating. This shit is honestly iconic. This scene is iconic. And then next to it I have another plant that I got from Kmart in a 3-pack. So this one, another one on a different shelf, and the one that is on my cubes are all from the same pack. This is the first shelf. Exciting times, I reckon. So if you see my head pop out, I'm sorry. I know some of you guys aren't gonna like the way I set my bookshelf up, but this is the way I do it. This is the way I like it. So this is my Richard Castle collection. This is Heat Wave, Naked Heat, Heat Rises, Frozen Heat, Deadly Heat, Raging Heat, Driving Heat, High Heat, Heat Storm, and then Crashing Heat is on that corner. I love the way these books look, like color wise. I remember I had to get High Heat from the UK. That's how hard it was to get this copy, but I have the entire collection and I'm so happy with it. Moving along, I have my Twilight series. So I have Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn, and Midnight Sun. The next 5 books are Percy Jackson, so I have all 5 of them in the collection. I'm just really excited to read these because I've heard so much good things about them. I never really thought I would read this, but I just picked it up and now I'm really excited to actually read them. And then right next to it I have Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which is basically the screenplay from John Tiffany and Jack Thorne. So obviously I just had to have that in my collection because right next to it is my Harry Potter books. I haven't read any of these. I never was a kid that read Harry Potter in primary school or anything like that. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. I just never read them. But I have all 7 of them. These are the UK hardbacks, I'm pretty sure, with like the pretty drawings and stuff. I got this from Big W, I believe, in a box set. So that is the first shelf of my bookshelf. So let's move down and do the next one. So this is my next shelf of my bookshelves. This took me forever to do, but this is my Shadowhunter Shelf. This is my Cassandra Clare Shadowhunters collection. So first things first, I have my Moriarty pop vinyl. The detail on this bad boy is so beautiful. Like I said, this is my Shadowhunters collection. So I have all the City of Bones collection. I have 2 versions of them because I'm crazy. Basically these ones are my original copies, which are just like the normal covers that I'm pretty sure everyone have. This one down here is the collector's edition, which has the characters that build up like the binders, and that one was given to me by mum. Below that I have the Shadowhunters Codex, which is pretty much just like everything you need to know about the Shadowhunters world. And underneath the codex we have Clockwork Clockwork Angel, Clockwork Prince, and Clockwork Princess. And then next to it I finally have the room to face my books, and I've always wanted to face front my books because they just look so pretty. But this is the 10th anniversary of City of Bones. I think this is literally stunning. And over in this far corner we have the Red Scrolls of Magic, which is a new one that I've gotten recently. I also have Tales from the Shadowhunters Academy, and these three are the Dark Artifacts series. That is it for the second shelf, which is my Shadowhunters collection. So let's move on to the next one. This is the third shelf on my shelf unit. So I have a couple more Cassandra Clare books. I basically have Chain of Gold just facing forward because I think it's literally stunning. I also have Ghosts of Shadow Markets and the Bane Chronicles right next to it. So that is it for the Cassandra Clare books. Moving on, we start my Sarah J Maas books, which is literally the rest of this shelf unit. So all of these here and these two here are the Throne of Glass series. But next to it I have all my 4 of the Court of Thorns and Roses set. And then I have just Jon Snow and Daenerys from Game of Thrones sitting up here. These covers are literally stunning. I'm not really sure what issue these are, but I think they're stunning, I really do. And then right next to it I just have 2 spare books. These are the One of Us is Lying set, which is this one here, and then One of Us is next. So that is the third shelf done and dusted. So now let's move on to the fourth shelf, which is pretty much the last shelf of books. The rest are all like bits and bobs. In the corner we have an Ed Sheeran pop vinyl just chilling. Honestly, he's so adorable. Look at him go. And that is the third and final plant in that little series that I said I was getting from Kmart. Basically, starting in this far corner I have 3 of To All the Boys I Loved Before series by Jenny Han, and I have all of my Rainbow Rowell books. I have Eleanor and Park, Fangirl, and the Carry On series. And then moving along next to that I have my John Green books with Bing Bong up the top, because who doesn't love Bing Bong? I have Fault in Our Stars, Paper Towns, Looking for Alaska, and The Abundance of Catherines. I also have Turtles all the way down just chilling there as well because that is hardback. Basically over here from this point onwards I have all of my Adam Silvera books and my Becky Albertalli books. So basically the one front facing is called What If It's Us. This basically is written by both Becky and Adam, so I put that there. And then over here I have all of Adam's ones. So I have They Both Die at the End, More Happy Than Not, and History Is All You Left Me. And then underneath that I have all of Becky's ones, which is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, The Upside of Unrequited, and Leah on the Offbeat. And I also have Love Creek Wood sitting right there. So that is it for this shelf, which is pretty much the last bookshelf. Realistically, there isn't really much to these shelves. I'm going to be completely honest with you. This was meant to be for a sponsored deal, but the company won't respond to me, so I don't know what to do with it. This is my nails from Nicole. Over here I have my DVD player, a bunch of like old school books, and 2 of my Umbrella Academy comics. I'm still waiting for the third one. And then the one below it has the most randomest shit ever. I have to fix it, okay? But guys, that is the end of my bookshelf little tour, so let's move on to the next area. Okay, so moving along from my bookshelf, which is obviously right here, we have my makeup vanity. Now I have done a makeup collection. I think I've done about 3 of them. I think I'll leave them linked down below, but I haven't done an updated one because it's pretty much very similar to my other ones. But I'll give you a rundown of what I have in my collection. I'm not going to go through everything like I did with the books. First thing I'm going to show you is my Alex Straw unit, which is what you can kind of see. So this is my Alex Straw unit right here. I'll leave this link down below. This is the 9 drawer Alex unit. Honestly, it works kind of good, but could be better, let's be honest. So ignoring the lighting, I'm so sorry, but hopefully you can kind of see what I'm getting at. This is the top of my Alex drawer. Over here is all of my family's like funeral directories, so I'm probably going to blur that out, just letting you know. That is the side of my bookshelf, just letting you know. So this is the top of my Alex drawers. I just have a bunch of fake flowers, because who doesn't love fake flowers, let's be honest. I have a photo of my Nan and I, and then a photo of Corey, Frank and I from my 21st. I have a candle that should be burning, but it's not. And I have a bunch of jewelry. I need to have like a trinket tray. I need to buy one, but I have my rings and these cactus things. These are from Kmart. I have some Miss Tia candles. I have some hair clips. I have some more earrings. I have my battery pack for the lights, so that's just sitting there. And then I have my little mirror. That's pretty much the top of my unit, so let me just do what is in the drawers really quickly, and then we'll move on to the actual vanity itself. This is pretty random. These are basically all my Colourpop Super Shock eyeshadows. These are all by Colourpop. I haven't used these in so long. I really need to get back into using them. That's all of that. And then over here I just have all of like my jewels and stuff that I use for like crafty looks and stuff, so I just chill them up here. This next drawer is pretty much my holy grail. This is blushes, highlighters and bronzers. Okay, moving along is the third drawer. This is my face palette drawer. Also, just letting you guys know, these clear inserts are from vanitycollections.com. I'll leave the link down below. The fourth drawer is kind of like my eye drawer, I would say. So my eyeliners, my mascaras and my eyebrows. So for the last of the smaller drawers, I have my lash drawer. So majority of this is Dodo lashes and Supernova lashes. So these are all my Dodo ones, these clear ones. This one here, this and this are all from Supernova lashes. Most of the looks I do on my channel are with Supernova lashes, just saying. So now moving on to the much bigger drawer drawers. This one is my eyeshadow palettes. These are my smaller eyeshadow palettes. I do have a drawer in this unit over here that have my bigger ones, but these are my smaller ones. This next one is my lip drawer. If you have seen my previous Meb collection, this drawer was completely different, but now it's pretty much all Morphe and Colourpop, I think. But this next one is my face products. So I just have my foundations, concealers, primers, and this final drawer isn't really spectacular. It's just spares. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I keep in my Alex drawers. Okay, so now moving on to this unit here. I have no idea where this is from because my parents did get it for me for Christmas, I believe, from an online website. Let's start with what's on top, shall we? This mirror is from Costco. I get a lot of questions about these. Moving along, this unit here is my brushes. I have a bunch of brushes. Most of these are from Morphe. This case is also from Vanity collections, like the makeup inserts in my Alex drawers. So moving along, you can't really see much. I'm sorry. This little section here is kind of random. I have a bunch of sanitizers, my Sean perfumes, my Daisy perfume, the body cream that came with it. I have the Police perfume that my cousin Ashley got me for my birthday. And moving over here, I'm kind of blocking the light so you can kind of see it a little bit better. But we have a photo of Annalisa, Frank, and myself again from my birthday. We have a Stitch Pop vinyl, and right next to it we have Grandma and myself from her 80th birthday. And then this little corner is kind of messy. Please ignore this mess over here. So next to Grandma's photo, I have these flowers. These are all the flowers from my grandmother's funerals. Like the flowers are on the coffins. I know it's depressing, but I like to keep them there. This is the James Charles like carry case for the brushes. I just keep it there just in case I need it. I have my Joker playing cards that Lexi got me for Christmas like 3 years ago. And then above my unit, I have this beautiful little crochet cross stitch, if you want to call it. This was my nan's, and when I went through her house and her belongings, I realized that it was half finished. So I took it home and I finished it. Basically, my nan and myself did this, and I'm just so proud of it, so I hang it up there. It doesn't really go with my room, but I don't really give a shit because it's so pretty, and I can actually tell people that my nan and me finished it together. But now we're going to actually show you guys what the drawers consist of, and then I'm going to go over to my bed, and then we're pretty much done. I'm almost done. It's a long video, I'm sorry, but I'm telling you everything. This unit up the top has 3 drawers. So basically this far drawer, I don't actually know if anything's in here. So this middle one is pretty much the one I go to all the time because this is the one that has all my makeup in it. This is all the makeup that I use on a daily basis. And then this one over here, which you can't see, is out of frame. This one is skincare. It's very hard to get out, but as you can see, there's a bunch of skincare in there. Moving on to the actual unit itself, there's 3 drawers at the top, 2 big ones on the bottoms, and another 2 big ones. So this is my teddy bear in this corner, which I'll show you a close-up, but this is my teddy bear just squished there, so that's why that drawer has nothing in it, the end one. This middle drawer is my other palettes I was talking about. So this is all of my larger palettes like I was talking about. Yeah, they just chill in there because there is no spot in the IKEA ones for them, so I just keep them in here. This one over here I sit right in front of, so this has like all the stuff I need to like take my makeup off or like use in general. I sit directly in front of this. The rest of this is really boring. It's just like storage. I can't get to those 2 at the end because the bear is in front of it. I don't think anything interesting is in there anyway. Okay, dokie, so now we have finished off with the actual vanity. So now I am near the far wall of my room with my bed and everything, and then after this we are completely done. In this corner we have my teddy bear. This is from Costco a while back. Me and Corey have very similar ones. He has a different colored one. Like I said before, this is my other black and white photo wall. I did do this in a vlog. I like put it up and took my vinyls down. If you saw that, then you know. But these are basically all my favorite human beings. I have a bunch of Lewis Capaldi, Billie Eilish, Luke Combs, the cast of Outer Banks and Elite, Ali from Last of Us, Sam Smith, Stranger Things, my football team, Dylan O'Brien. I have a bunch of Heath, which I think I've mentioned already. I have Corey Monteith. I just have people that I really enjoy to watch or listen to or just like love. So these are like my people I like really am like a fan of, you know. But moving on, we're going to start with my bed and then we're done. This is my bed. Now this is a double bed. This bed frame is from Fantastic Furniture. I'll link it down below. I get so many questions on this. The pillows, I have no idea where they're from. The Sully is from a op shop. Baymax is from a like collectible store. The Mike Wazowski, I have no idea where it's from. I'm so sorry. The lamb is from Corey. The pillow with my name on it was a gift from my grandfather. The quilted cover everyone asked me about. My mum knitted this. She's a massive knitter. And then this little blanket here is all of my Richmond membership scarves that we get every year because it's my football team. But I get so many questions on my bed. It's literally insane. But there's storage up the top, which I keep my DVDs, which I will show you. And there's also 4 drawers on the bottom. So 2 drawers on this side, 2 drawers on that. If you see my declutters, you already know the drill. So I'm going to show you quickly my DVDs and then we can end the video. And these little collectibles, I have Monsters Inc. So I have Boo, Mike, Sully and Randall. And over here I have Rapunzel. But we have my DVDs just sitting here as well. Because this was like, there was nothing here. Like this was empty. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to like take some room off my bookshelf because these were on my bookshelf. I'm going to put my DVDs is here. So the pillows are in the way, but I'm going to try my best to show you guys. So I have Bones, Teen Wolf, One Tree Hill, Glee, Sherlock, Misfits, and Gossip Girl, and the rest are actually single DVDs, which I'll go on the other side and show you. Basically from Gossip Girl, which you can kind of see right here, I have a bunch of random ones, and I have my Dylan O'Brien movies, and then from here upwards is all of my Heath Ledger films. These two at the front aren't Heath Ledger, but the rest are Heath Ledger. I collect all of his movies and TV shows. But that, my friends, is pretty much the gist of my bedroom. So guys, that is my bedroom tour for 2020 completely finished. I know I went in depth with a lot of things, but I feel like I really wanted to tell you guys where everything was and everything like that. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. So guys, that is the end of this room tour for 2020. If you want to see any of my other room tours, which have been 3 or 4 of them, I'll leave the link down below. I have a couple from this house and a couple from my last house, so I'll leave them all down below. That's pretty much it for today's video. Again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up for me. If you are new here, please subscribe. I make 2 videos a week for you every Monday and Thursday. All my social media links and everything I've mentioned in this video will be linked down below like always. Remember to spread love and stay positive, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye everyone.